There's an argument that he's the
He's
top
looking,
pound-for-pound fighter in
he's
the world
looking
right
very
now.
good, yeah.
It's unbelievable. But it's like fighters can only compete at that level for so many years. And so in my opinion, you have to judge them at their very peak. You can't judge them when they're hanging on and still fighting. You can't judge them when they're coming up. You got to judge them in that championship peak. And that championship peak, there's a handful of guys that you would consider at the very top.
If they stopped a little bit sooner,
yeah,
some of them would have had, I mean, there are a couple of that you just mentioned without mentioning names. If they stopped, they had the perfect, they were unbelievable. And then at a certain age, they start getting knocked out, right?
Yes, it's unfortunate, but the thing is that same belief in themselves that lets them become a champion makes them think that they can do it long past the time that they actually can.
Well, Anderson Silva was essentially unbeatable. And then he lost a close one. Then all of a sudden
he got knocked out. He got knocked out by Chris Weidman.
Right.
He was kind of clowning in that fight famously, and Chris Weidman had a vicious left hook, knocked him out. And then they fought a second time, and he broke his leg on Chris Weidman.
Right, that's right.
And after that fight, he was kind of never the same because that leg break injury, which Conor McGregor had, there's quite a few fighters.
That was a bad
Weidman
one.
actually wound up having the same injury, ironically. There's only been like
You're never the same because you can't
Never
kick.
the same. Well, you can. Weidman is still kicking with that leg. You can, but psychologically, when you throw a kick and your leg snaps in half and you're in agony for a year, right? You have to get surgery. You have to get bolts and plates to keep your leg together, and then it takes forever for it to heal.
It always amazed me how the kicker, I mean, you have those cases, but the kicker will do tremendous damage to somebody's leg, but their leg doesn't seem to get damaged, isn't it? Sort
It
of
does
amazing?
get damaged. It hurts
More than you
Yeah,
think.
but your shin, your shin gets very numb after a while. And guys that are really good kickers, they're kicking the thigh and they're kicking the calf. They're kicking soft areas, and they're slamming this hard, numb shin.
Right.
Their shin gets all these like micro fractures all over the shin, and it calcifies.
Oh, wow.
Like these guys can kick baseball bats. You ever seen them break baseball bats with their shins?
No, I've never
It's
seen it.
crazy. Some guys can do 2 baseball bats. Someone will hold the baseball bat and they just kick right through them.
But
'Cause their
see, I
shins
watch
almost
your
get numb.
enthusiasm now, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why you're good at what. That's why nobody does this better. Without the enthusiasm, forget it.
Well, it has to be authentic. Like that. I mean, the only reason why I do MMA commentary is because I'm very interested in it for real. I don't have to manufacture it. I'm very interested. So I
And
think
you love
that's
going
what,
in there after the fight, and they're sweating all over you. They're slopping all over you. You're
They
beautiful.
bleed on me.
They're bleeding.
Sometimes their
Does
noses
that bother
bleed,
you a
splaying
little
all-
bit? Yeah,
No,
like
no.
2 weeks ago with the guy I never saw. I
Khalil
never saw-
Roundtree. Yeah.
More stuff came out of his nose.
Yes, it was pretty
Right.
nasty, but no, I'm very used to it.